Welcome, Women in the Middle. This is Debbie Walker with Menopause, a publication to encourage, inspire, and empower women in the middle, navigating life transitions, caregiving for parents, for grandkids, for grown kids, and those going through menopause. I'm going to talk about today Happy Hack number 5. How to turn fear into the practice of gratitude. Have you ever thought about why you're not happy? It's why it seems to elude you at every turn. For many years, happiness was only a dream for me. I knew that happiness had a starting point, though, gratitude. But what was the first step? I analyzed my story enough times to discover that fear kept happiness at bay. Fear of scarcity, fear of taking risks, fear of the present, and fear of the future. Fear of everything. I kept my eyes on the circumstances that were stalking me. And I said, I'll be happy when I have enough money saved, just in case, you name it. I kept my nose to the grind and worked overtime, and worked 2 jobs to only take 1 step ahead and 2 steps backward. And I was not happy. Risk-taking is not my forte. I wanted to major in social work, but the only program at the time was in another city. I was afraid to move as a single parent with 5 kids to the unknown, so I settled for less. And I was not happy. Fearing the worst in the present, I built a safe cage around me. I was not happy. Now I'm afraid of sickness and increasing disability. But I want to be happy. What's the solution? Gratitude. You heard the phrase, an attitude of gratitude. But like Brene Brown writes in her book, The Gifts of Imperfection, gratitude doesn't mean jack diddly squat if you don't practice it. Again, the solution to fear is the practice of gratitude. But what does that look like? I made a conscious choice to act. I made a gratitude journal. When I first started it a few years ago, I wrote 10 things. A few minutes later, it grew to over 100 lines of thankfulness. The second thing I do is to practice gratitude, is to pray my thankfulness. I made a list of verses about giving thanks for everything. I give thanks to God for the trees, creatures of the field, for provision of my needs, and for my health. It's easy to do. I not only pray silently to myself, but I pray these verses out loud. Third way I practice gratitude is to tell people I'm thankful for them. Thank others for what they do. Thank them for who they are. Just say thank you out of the blue. You will find amazing things happen. Fear dissolves and you become enveloped in happiness. Like I said before, fear knocked on the door, happiness answered, and no one was there. May the happiness be with you. Again, this channel is to encourage, inspire, and empower women in the middle to become change agents. Agents of change. I like the sound of that. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and join. And I am happy. May the happiness be with you. Peace. I'm out.